After scoring 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns and holding the nation's leading rusher to only 4 yards, the Dakota Marker returned to Fargo last Saturday in a convincing 20-0 win for NDSU.
And there is your dagger!
But this week, it's one rival to another.
I think through the years, it's probably been the most heated game that we've had.
It's always been kind of one of those rivalry games that, I think both teams look forward to.
The teams just don't like each other, plain and simple.
And the rivalry between these two teams exists more than just on the field.
There's a lot of storylines that are there. Many of the guys that are on their team, I sat in their living rooms and tried to recruit and vice versa.
Northern Iowa, under head coach Mark Farley, sits 4-0, including a season-opening win at Big 12 opponent Iowa State.
This will be a playoff game. You can slice it, dice it up any way you want to. This team we're playing is an excellent football team.
The Panthers are led by 6'3" junior running back David Johnson, who has already accumulated over 500 yards on the ground to go along with 200 receiving yards and a combined 8 touchdowns.
In my opinion, I think he's the best back in the country. David Johnson is really, really good. He can do everything. He catches the ball, runs the ball, picks up protections. I mean, he's a do-it-all guy.
It's amazing. He's he's so tall and they use him so well out of the backfield. He's a great runner and he's such a great receiver. I wouldn't be surprised if they just wanted to line him up at receiver. I'm sure he'd be one of the best in the country at that too.
Defensively, UNI has forced 7 turnovers and is surrendering less than 12 points per game.
They've changed from a 4-3 into a 3-4, and that always poses some problems for us. But they have good athleticism and they run the field well. They've got big, strong guys up front and they play with a tremendous amount of tenacity.
It's not necessarily something that we go against, every week in the Valley. So when it does come up, it's kind of a thing where you got to pick and choose what plays you want to run, and then once you figure out what's working, that's going to be one of those plays that you turn to.
Number 1, North Dakota State will kick it off against number 4, Northern Iowa in the 23rd annual Trees Bowl game Saturday at 2:30 on Gate City Bank Field inside the Fargo Dome.
We have to make sure that we're focused and that we're ready to go and that we dot our I's and cross our T's against these guys.